Full-time in Bordeaux, where it is finished 17-12 to Fiji after late drama. Fiji were far from their best this evening, but they get the job done. Georgia secure a losing bonus point, but they could have won this game right at the death. The opening 10 minutes belonged to Georgia, who looked much better than they did during their 18-all draw against Portugal last week. They would get on the scoreboard first, Luka Matkava converting an early penalty, making amends for his missed conversion against Portugal last week. A monstrous penalty kick from David Niniashvili from 55 metres was struck cleanly between the posts to extend Georgia's lead to 6 points in the 18th minute. Fiji would enjoy a good spell of possession, but they failed to convert their momentum into a tangible score. With the option of an easy kick at goal after winning a penalty, the Fijians instead opted for a touch and go, only to then knock the ball on 3 phases later. Georgia would make Fiji pay for this mistake later, as Niniashvili was on hand to kick another excellent penalty through the posts from the halfway line. Georgia led this game 9-0 at halftime, and they looked great. Fiji, however, looked a different side to the one that dismantled Australia 2 weeks ago. Matters were made worse for Fiji as Simi Radrada was shown a yellow card in the 41st minute for a deliberate knock-on to kill a dangerous Georgian counter-attack. Georgia would look to capitalise on their man advantage, but made a string of unfortunate and costly errors in the Fijian 22, allowing Fiji to clear the danger. Fiji would come back up the field and would get themselves on the scoreboard thanks to a brilliant finish in the corner from captain Vaisia Nayakalevu. After stealing a Georgian lineout, Fiji played a series of phases before spreading the ball out wide to Joshua Tuasova, who found a centre partner Nayakalevu in the corner, who did brilliantly to stay in field before dotting the ball down for a try. An excellent conversion from Frank Lamani would reduce Georgia's lead to just 2 points. After a prolonged period of Fijian pressure, they would turn their control into points, and Frank Lamani converted a penalty from 40 metres out to give Fiji the lead for the first time in this game in the 64th minute. Fiji rolled back the clock and produced a moment of magic in the 67th minute as they scored a wonderfully created try to stretch their lead to 8 points. Capitalising on a bouncing ball, Lavani Bottia found himself with the ball on the right wing, just inside the Georgian 22. The flanker bulldozed through 3 defenders before being smothered. However, he then produced a wonderful offload to the oncoming Vinaya Habosi, who would gather the ball well and cross the try line for a brilliant score. A late penalty from Matkava would bring Georgia within 5 points, thus awarding them a losing bonus point, but they could have won the game right at the death. With Fiji a man down thanks to a yellow card to Joshua Tuasova, Georgia had an overlap out wide inside their own half. With the clock in the red, they had to run it, with Jela Asparidze eventually producing a wonderful chip kick for Matkava to chase. Fiji's Elasia Droasese would recover well and kick the ball out of play to bring this game to a dramatic end. Full-time in Bordeaux, and it's Fiji who get a crucial win over Georgia, despite looking far from their best. Full-time, Fiji 17, Georgia 12.